Hello everyone, today's video is going to be about fad diets and how to properly diet. So a fad diet is a diet that someone comes up with, right? A method to lose weight or whatever the case might be. Maybe become healthier, but essentially a fad diet is a weight loss dieting method, okay? It could be anything. And typically these fad diets are very restrictive and unsustainable, meaning you cannot sustain this type of diet for X amount of time, for a month straight or so forth, and it's very restrictive, meaning you are going to exclude a lot of food groups, a lot of nutrition, a lot of nutrients, which will result in health complications if you do this continuously, day by day, month by month, so on, right? You will develop health issues if you are excluding any food group, okay? The body needs all the food groups that you could get. The proteins, fats, and carbs, all the food groups, the vegetables, the nuts, the seeds, all of it. Your body needs all of it. So if you're restricting, certain nutrients for X amount of time, you are hindering your health, okay? So fad diets can be like a keto diet, a low carb diet. It could be a juice diet, meaning you're just drinking nothing but like vegetable juice or fruit juice. Anything that sounds like absurd, that is marketed as a quick solution or a quick fix to losing weight. And many of like celebrities will end up promoting these fad diets because they get money off of it, and they're celebs, so a lot of people look up to them and be like, oh wow, Kim Kardashian did this fruit cleanse for 1 month, let me try this out. But in reality, sure, they're going to lose the weight pretty quickly, pretty dramatically, pretty drastically. However, that comes with a risk of developing further health complications, and you will end up rebounding, meaning people who approach and utilize this fad diet will lose the weight in that meantime, but once they stop utilizing that method, they will rebound and gain all the weight back. And this is why fad diets don't work. They don't learn anything. People who approach and utilize these fad diets aren't learning anything, and that's the main issue. When it comes to weight loss or becoming healthier or whatever the case might be, you people have to go through the journey and gain the experience from that and the knowledge, and then you can implement that right into the next protocol to start losing weight, becoming healthier, and stuff like that, right? You people have to go through the experience, right? So fad diets can be really unhealthy. You are excluding food groups and nutrients. They could be really expensive depending on who is marketing these fad diets and so on and so forth. But in reality, what it comes down to is properly nourishing the body, exercising, and having everything balanced, okay, people? So when it comes to managing a healthy body weight, you people need to be aware of what you're eating, how much of it, and you need to understand how much of food or how many calories your body needs in order to either maintain the weight, lose weight, or promote weight. So you could do this by tracking your calories using a calorie tracking app or whatever the case might be, right? So let's talk about how to properly diet so you people could lose weight and maintain this. And this is the more efficient way to do this, because you're not going to rebound. You will gain knowledge from this, and you're gaining the experience, okay? So tip number 1 is to focus on whole foods, people. Whole foods are much healthier than those processed junk foods out there. Whole foods such as lean meats, fish, stuff like that, anything that isn't like fast food per se, or is not in a can. You want whole foods, so like chicken, fish, lean meats, anything like that you have to cook on your own, that is whole foods, okay? Those are much healthier than those junk foods. Like I just said, the junk foods are like canned foods, microwavable foods, fast foods, and sodas, snacks, chips, stuff like that. Those are junk foods. Whole foods, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, berries, fish, meats, so on and so forth. Focus on that. And if you cook it at home, if you prepare your meals at home, it will be easier to go about weight loss, because you get to determine your nutrition aspect. You get to dictate what goes in and what comes out of your food. So you can't go wrong with making your own homemade meals, especially when it comes to whole foods. Tip number 2, don't skip any meals. If you skip meals, right, you will end up like craving and indulging a lot of food at the end of the day. And as a consequence, if you do that, you will gain a whole lot of unnecessary weight, because you're jamming food down your throat and the body has no choice but to store it as fat. So that is that. And like I said, the key is to have a balanced everything, like balanced lifestyle. So make sure that you have a balanced diet every single day to ensure that you are staying on track. You don't have to necessarily eat every single thing, such as like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can have breakfast, maybe skip lunch and have dinner, or whatever the case might be. Whatever works for you, works for you. But I highly recommend having a steady routine, a meal routine, so you don't fall off track and things of that nature. Tip number 3 is to stay hydrated. Hydrated flushes out toxins, it cleanses the body, it nourishes the body, and water has 0 calories. It makes you full, so it prevents overeating and things of that nature. Very important that you stay hydrated every single day throughout the day. Tip number 4 is to practice mindful eating. When you think about food, right, when you're looking at food, you should be mindful of what you're consuming, how does it affect your body, and stuff like that. You got to understand the nutrition aspect of the food. You got to be mindful about it. That's what mindful eating is about. You're being mindful about it. You're subconsciously thinking, what this food is going to do to me, what does it provide me, what does it benefit me with, and as a result, you gain this knowledge of of food. You're gaining that knowledge about the importance of nutrition, which is very important because a lot of people aren't educated on nutrition, and I believe schools should start teaching more about nutrition, in my opinion. And tip number 5 is to get enough sleep. Cannot stress this enough. A lot of people don't sleep enough, or don't get that good quality sleep that they are needing. So as a consequence, if you don't sleep enough, right, or if you stay up too late, your body will be impacted, your hormones will be hindered and impacted, and your metabolism will be impacted. So as a result, your body will be stressed out, it will hold on to fat, and yeah, that is that. So if you were to sleep good, 7 to 9 hours daily, every night, if you were to sleep well every night, if you were to set a sleeping schedule in place to ensure that you're getting maximum sleep every single day, you will enhance your body, you will enhance your recovery, you will enhance everything, you will enhance the weight loss process, you will improve your health overall, you will improve your mental health, physical health, everything like that. Essentially, if you get good sleep, your whole body will be improved, because sleep is very important. Sleep is what restores our energy, it replenishes our body of energy and stuff like that. It repairs the muscles, so on and so forth. It does so much when you are sleeping. So that is that. So fad diets aren't sustainable. They are very restrictive when it comes to nutrients, and it can lead to further health complications. However, if you're wanting a fast, quick fix to like losing weight and stuff like that, sure, it could help. But if you're not going to stay committed to staying healthy after that, you will rebound and gain all the weight back. So I wouldn't recommend following any type of fad diet, like a 20 day juice cleanse, or nothing but water, or excluding like certain food groups for X amount of time. It is not the way to go, people. It is not. Your body needs all the nutrients. And if you let me just say this, if you cannot stick with the regular diet, eating healthier, exercising, and eating less, if you cannot stick with the basics, then you cannot stick with the fucking fad diet. But that's it, people. Leave me a comment down below if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.